Alright everyone, and welcome back. I'm Christina, aka ThatVarietyNerd, and today we are jumping back into House Flipper. This time we are into Season 3 of House Flipper. If you missed the first two seasons, go back and watch those. It's kind of a mixture of both base game and also Garden Flipper itself. And so based off of those two seasons alone, the format's going to be a little bit different, and we'll kind of talk about that once we get to it. So House Flipper has new DLC out, the HGTV DLC. So we're going to start to go through that today, and I don't know how regular this series is going to be because it does take quite a while to get these videos cranked out. So before we go into good old DLC content here in House Flipper, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below. And all my social media links, including Twitter, in the description down below. So let's get right down to it. Alright, so as you can see here, we've got ourselves a brand new map. You can access this through the laptop feature, and as you can see, the logo is nice and pretty over there in the corner. And so this is brand new. This map really much reminds me of like The Sims 2, but in like the best way possible. So without further ado, let's kind of just, well, jump right into it. Alright, so it looks like with the jobs now, apparently we got ourselves job a new beginning. So welcome to your first job in Sunset Bay. Are you ready to help John and Nicole renovate the house of their dreams? While the house is small, the view is amazing. You will have to make some decisions when it comes to room arranging. The shack under the house is especially problematic. Good luck. And so there are 7 total rooms. There are 2 choices that we can go from, and we have a set budget, which is very much a departure from, oh, well, we can just go nuts and make as much money as possible. Money's not a concern here. We, as you can see, well, I don't know if anybody saw in the earlier part or any early previous parts of House Flipper on the channel, we got ourselves almost $2 million, but this is their budget. So we're going to see what this looks like. Alright, so as you can see here, we have these very creepy, wonderful humans now in our game. And so this pretty much gives you the same information as to what we had beforehand. And so we're going to try something out in terms of the format being a little bit different. This one might be a little bit more of a walkthrough type of thing. Where we kind of just go through it together. I don't know, like more of a real-time sort of situation, unless if I'm just dumb and I don't know anything. But even then, that's okay. Otherwise, once especially we start like renovating our own houses and stuff like that, like buying and purchasing once again, we'll kind of do sort of a speed build, speed renovation, like that type of video. So if you're familiar with the Sims stuff that I post, I do speed builds, speed renovations every now and then when I can. So it's kind of like in that artery. So without further ado, let's start this job. Alright, so as you can kind of see here, we have our tasks, which are in the garden area, we have to remove the trash. And as per usual, we will, of course, be tracking our progress, getting as much of this done as we can, that sort of thing. So, without further ado, let's kind of dive into it. The big difference here is that we have a budget and the progress bar, so we have 2 bars that we need to follow. Along with our income as well. So we not only have to look at our progress, which of course we have to get to 70%, but because of the fact that we've upgraded a lot of things on our end with our tools and stuff like that, because of the skill points, we can get it done at like 50 or 60% as opposed to 70. So that's quite exciting. But without further ado, as you can see, we got a brand new house here, and I say let's just jump right into it. Alright, and so here we go. We are diving right into this first job here in good old House Flipper HGTV edition into Season 3. So as you can see, we're kind of going with a little bit of a different format. That way we can focus on quality over quantity, that sort of thing. But we're going to speed things up a little bit with these renovations and also with the houses that we're about to see. And that is brand new right there with the decisions is what it's called. You have to make one of 2 decisions. So you can see the wife wants a sauna and a bathroom, and then the other option with the dude in the plaid shirt wants just cleaning it up, nothing major. We end up going with the second option, which is cleaning the office space, and so I think that'll help out quite a bit in general. But with each little map thing, a blueprint rather I should say, you get one of these 2 options and you have to pick through one of the 2 options. You only get 2 options as far as I know so far, but you get 2 options, you pick one of the 2, and then it gives you a whole different set of tasks to complete after that. And so right here, you can kind of see which area of the house that we're focusing in on. And so I hope you all enjoy this new format. I know that this is going to be a very much more shorter video than we usually would, but the first jobs are usually the fastest jobs to complete. And so with these jobs, they tend to take a little bit of time. And so I figured we'd get through them speedy quick. Maybe not so much on the production end of things, but in the gameplay end of things. So as you can see on the right hand side of the screen, you can see all the different tasks as a result of good old house flipper and just getting the different tasks in each room done. And it's pretty much everything else is the same. The budget is the new meter that's there. So that's kind of where we're at. So as you can see, because of the decision, you have to make a decision, and then it gives you a whole little bit of sets in terms of what you can do next. This is brand new. I don't know if it's specific to this pack or not, but when you pull up your tablet, you get like a different set of, it's kind of like a checklist where you can click on different items and then you can just place them. That way you don't have to go through and dig through everything, which I find very, very, very convenient because that's going to save a lot of time. But that is the little shed area that they were kind of going on. We still have one more decision to make in this house, but we can go up the stairs, and it's kind of a lofted area. And so here we go with our second decision right here. So the second decision, it's either a fireplace or a TV. I think I end up going with the TV for this one, so I end up going with one of each pick, or one of each option, I should say, just because to me that made a little bit more sense in the grand scheme of things. And so I hope that everyone's enjoying this season 3 so far. We might try go back to the original sort of format just because makes my life a little bit easier, but because of the fact that my computer has been not cooperating when I try to record voice and video at the same time for some reason, well, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But either way around, we're going to play around with the formatting a little bit with this season. But as you can see and kind of read each option, I'm letting this kind of write out just so that way we can kind of give you all a little bit of time to read it and pause and all that stuff. But we go with the TV option right here. It'll ask you if you want that as your choice, and that is what we go with. And as you can see, we get a whole new slew of options right here to go with in terms of things that we need to place. So you get a whole new set of objectives once you make each of those decisions. So it's quite an interesting experience to say the least. And so as you can see, we're getting things checked off to say the least right over here. And then you can just clean everything. So right here, we're cleaning off a lot of this dirt, which is nice. But I love this waterfront view that we get here. I really have enjoyed this pack so far. I only recorded 2 videos so far, but I'm going to keep going, of course, ideally in the same sort of format. And we also get to include the window cleanings now that I'm speeding things up a little bit in these episodes. So that way we can just kind of hang out and chill a little bit more. It's going to be much more chill once we actually start going inside the houses, because you get to unlock all these new houses as you complete these jobs. Kind of like what we're used to, right? Right. Well, not really what we're used to, I should say, because at least in the base game, you got all the houses right away as far as I know, but it's been a while. Either way, you get a whole new view, a whole new neighborhood, and you get a map in this pack as well. But honestly, for about $10, like, it's not a bad pack by any means. And I think they're about to come with a bundle pack, which I think will be quite helpful for many of y'all, and all that kind of good stuff. So, yeah, I hope you all are enjoying this video thus far. I know window cleanings are not the most exhilarating content, but because we're speeding things up a little bit, I think it's pretty convenient. And I wanted to have a shorter video just in general to kind of kick things off, that sort of thing. Right here, I think we moved the table out a little bit because we can't even get towards the window, or I get a little bit of I get a little crafty, something like that. I don't remember. But there we go. We're on to our last window. We try to complete these tasks and jobs as 100%, or at least close enough to 100% as much as possible. Sometimes that's not always the case, as in Garden Flipper, which if you're looking for stay-at-home activities, look no further than Garden Flipper, because holy crap, the amount of yard work is there. So as you can see, even on the tablet, it presents a checklist of things that you need to do with these jobs. And that way you can just click on these items and place them instead of having to search through everything, which, thank God. Just thank God. That is all. That is all. That is all I will say on that. I just am so glad. The upgrades, it's like, I like how they've added little things here and there, so that's a whole new object. A lot of these objects are brand new. I love this rug that they add in. It's very casual and more modern, but it's also kind of cozy at the same time. So yeah, I hope everyone's enjoying this episode thus far. We will hopefully be getting House Flipper back as kind of like our weekend series a little bit, so like 2 episodes a week I think is fair. With the Sims expansion pack coming out in early June, I don't know where that's going to put us in terms of Sims content, but either way around, we're finishing up this job. As you can see, we 100% completed the job, and then this is where it gets kind of cool. So we complete the job and all of that, and so they actually do before and after screenshots of these houses, and you can actually access them in your portfolio on your laptop. So you can see it transitions from before to after, which is kind of cool. And I don't know, I just really like that little feature. I think that's really nice and convenient. And it also looks good. Again, better if we had like before and after kind of labeled properly, but hey, I will take it. Even if it's like just cleaning and otherwise, that sort of thing. You can see it saves it to the portfolio. And I think we go back over to the laptop after this. I could be super duper wrong. So as you can see here, we have a new house that is unlocked, which is the one that we were at. So that's kind of how you unlock all the different houses, by going through all the different jobs, that sort of thing. So I think that's where we're going to leave off for right now with House Flipper. I wanted to do a quick intro video to kind of play around with the layout and the formatting of these House Flipper episodes. I got another one ready to go, or at least in terms of, having a voiceover, and I just need to edit it and stuff like that. So hopefully that'll be out on Thursday. But either way around, I hope everyone's having a great day so far. I hope everyone's staying safe, staying healthy, all that good stuff. And so on that note, thank you all so much for tuning in. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. We are back with season 3 of House Flipper. So on that note, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all later. Bye everyone.